Hello and welcome to the channel. Today, of course, we have a very important topic. 7 reasons why you should not sleep with somebody's husband. Do you remember in the last video? There were 5 reasons why you should not sleep with somebody's wife. So today is different. Please lend me your ears and let us explore this together. This video is an educational video. I'm not trying to point fingers to anyone at all, not at all. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. That's how we can grow this channel so that we can go to 1,000, 2,000, even up to 5,000. Okay? Are you ready? The 7 reasons. The first one. He's not your husband, He does not belong to you. Therefore, go and look for your own, There are 8.3 billion people in the world today. So you can go and choose. You have a very wide choice. So don't take somebody's husband. People are not there to sleep with each other at random. We are not like dogs, chicken, or other animals. No. Morality still matters in the world today. So that's very important. Can 2 people work together except they agree? No. You have to agree first. It was a wow moment when I met my wife, Martha. It was wow when I saw her first. But it was also wow for her when she saw me. That's why we went on to get married in a short time. And in the end, of course, we got married and we have 4 children together, 3 girls and 1 boy. And I told my children, from when they were young, I told them, do not sleep with anyone unless you get married. Now, did it work? Of course, it worked. The other thing is, don't forget, a 2-way love works, but if it's a 1-way type of a love, it does not work. So if you're in a 1-way type of a love, you'd rather stop it at this moment. Number 2, why you should not sleep with somebody's husband. When you sleep with somebody's husband, you're stealing. You do it in the dark. You do it in isolated places so that you're not seen. Hidden corners, your action is actually hurting somebody. That's why you are hiding. So stop hurting somebody right now. Have you heard of this? Do to others as you'd like them to do to you. So be mindful. It's very important. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share so that we can push this channel forward. Number 3, why you should not sleep with somebody's husband. Men are imposters, They are impressors. They want to impress, When a married man or husband approaches you, he just wants to impress you, really. He comes to you immaculate. He is dressed nicely, clean teeth, lovely breath, and a little bit of muscle as well. You want to show that he's the man. And a soft voice, maybe he says, I love you. But that's only part. And they also perfume, so that it smells well when they're with you. And some of them, they go to the point of buying new underwear, so that you see, oh, this is great. These things are only there, because he wants to impress you. So, at the end of the day, don't go for impression. Go for reality, These things, he doesn't do it in his house. He's only doing it to you. So, you must be aware. He's being unfaithful. So, be aware. Number 4, why you should not sleep with somebody's husband. He's not sweeter than your husband. Just like impression, men also, they pretend, they tell lies. Of course, on my part, I don't tell lies. I know myself very well, So as a single woman or a married woman, when you sleep with somebody's husband, he knows that you are not his liability. In other words, you don't pay for his apartment, He does not pay for your clothing, your husband pays for it. And he doesn't pay for your nails and your eyelashes and all for your makeup. He knows. That's why you're not a liability. That's why he's going to make use of you. So you have to be aware. You know, he knows that he is for free. That's why he's after you. So don't be blinded. You must open your eyes and know why somebody is doing that. He's actually using you. See? Stick to your husband and keep him safe. Do not be fooled by lies. So many lies running around these days. Men have wandering eyes. You know, they look there, and they look there. So you must be aware. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share. Then people can know what you have known. It's very important. Reason number 5, why you should not sleep with somebody's husband. Grass looks greener on the other side. I think you've heard about that. When you get there, you see that it's actually not as green. It's actually brown and also maybe some thorns in there. Maybe you have heard that all that glitters is not gold. Well, tin foil also glitters, but it's just a cheap thing. Of course, you must be aware of that. Men or other people's husbands may look better than your husband. I'm talking to you women, of course. But they are just hollow and empty. They are empty tins which makes a lot of noise. You have to be aware of that as well. Men pump up themselves to look greener and stronger and even of a higher performance. I'm talking about between the sheets here. They want to impress. But wait until he leaves his wife and marry you. Then you will know who really he is. Men are the same. Do not be fooled. You know? Others talk of their cassava to be larger or stronger, but they're all the same. I used to work with a friend of mine. He looked like he had a larger cassava, but look, a few months later, his wife left him. He said, "What happened now?" Just a reader anyway. Yeah. So, did you know that men take you to these dark corners and hideouts? They prepare for it. They prepare for you for the one night times which you may have with them. Some, they even use performance tablets. They may look bigger, but it's just to mesmerize you, you know, because it's in the dark out and it's in the darkness. Just like P-stars, when you say P-stars, those people who perform on camera, the P-stars, they are there as an illusion. It's not a reality, you know. And the P-stars, they go for interview, they check them out, and then they go there for the camera to make money. But they are not reality. So if your husband is not like a P-star, don't be disappointed, because those things are not a reality. Yes, they may look like that, but they are not. They are just there to, as I said, mesmerize you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, please. Very important. Now, the reality is your own husband. He is the man for you. Don't put him down. He found you somewhere when you were maybe not very important, you were almost like a nobody. He brought you where you are. So why are you going to look outside? No need. Not at all. So keep him. That's important. Reason number 6 why you should not sleep with somebody's husband. You know, when you spread those legs wide open, you're also spreading your marriage apart. Yes? Please stop. You are embarrassing your own body, and you are embarrassing your own husband, your children, and even the whole family. As I said in the previous video, these things, they bring demons in your marriages, and in the end you wonder, why am I having these misfortunes? Because you're bringing demons in your own family. These might even go to your children and even to your grandchildren. Stop it. It's very important. Check my last video, then I'll talk more about that one. Now, people talk, and when you have spread all those legs, you actually lose value, because at the end of the day, it's like, oh, this is who she is. Your value goes down. And that's not very important for you. Even the small boys, because they know you sleep with everybody, they will taunt you. It's like, oh, I can also do it to her. Don't forget that a married woman has got value. She's a Mrs. somebody. That's very important. Now, if you spread your legs to anyone, let's say at work, men talk. You know, they'll tell everybody. People in your workplace, they will know. And people in your neighborhood as well, they know. You know, there is no secret under the sun. Men talk. That's what I said. So women tell each other too. Do they tell each other too? I'm asking you, the women. Do women also talk? If you talk, please say it in the comments. Now, I've also heard that in other churches, you know, there are people who are prophetic. There are these what you call prophetic churches. The prophetic churches also, they are pastors. They want to sleep with the women around. Have you heard of that? If you have, please write in the comments. They cheat them. They talk lies to them, and people, they believe. And if you're in a prophetic church where your pastor or prophet it sleeps with the women in the church, you must know you're in the wrong church. You must leave it now. Reason number 7, why you should not sleep with somebody's husband. You know, you must know men give babies. I think you know that. It may be sweeter than honey at the time, but at the end product is a child. That guy is a married person. In this case, you have a child. But that's somebody's husband. What happens? It was sweet, yes, but now he's nowhere to be seen. He's run away. You become a baby mama. Do you know what a baby mama is? Well, check it out and put in the comments, please. Anyone who knows what a baby mama is. And that's not right for you. So please, find yourself your own husband. Grow up with them together. Because marriage is not found. Marriage is actually made. The two of you find each other and then you make the marriage. You don't find a marriage, not at all. You actually make it yourself. Two people agree and then they grow together. They love each other, and that's what it is. So don't forget, it's very important. Don't sleep with somebody's husband. Now, I got a bonus point here. Do not look for a man who has got a car or a house already, or it looks like to have a bit of money. Those cars also, they are still under the name of a bank. But because you see a car, you go, oh, he's the man for me. No. He may have a house, but it's not even his house. Maybe it's a company house. Maybe it's a company car. So don't be fooled, you know. And the other thing is, people also, like a friend of mine, Sylvia, she told me the other day, she says she wants a white man to marry her. I'm like, why a white man? Of course, to have a bit of money. But does money really matter? What I'm saying is, those people with those things, you're not the only person looking for them. There are also other people that want a similar person like them. So there's a lot of a queue like to one person, they want the same person. So don't be fooled. That's why I said marriage is actually made. It's not found at all. The other thing is, people, they may look like they have a big cassava, as it were. I think you know what I'm talking about. But that's just an illusion, you know. If every woman is looking for that, it's an illusion. Don't believe it. They may take you home and then you wonder, what happened now? They just want to muscle themselves up to look like the real men. And that's not right for you. So don't believe those things at all, you know. You must look for true love. True love is more important than these other things which are actually side things. Now, in conclusion, a wise woman builds her house with her hands, but a foolish woman plucks it down with her hands. Yes, you can check it out. In the next video, we'll talk about one of the things which people have been brainwashed with. You know, brainwashing happens in churches, that's true. But also in the world now, brainwashing also happens. They tell you things which they cannot quantify, they cannot prove. So what happens is this: there are people who say a man who has been cut is better than a man who has not been cut. Who told you that? Of course, there's a story of Abraham. That's why cutting. I don't want to be so explicit. This is on video. Cutting is like a man, the front being cut. You know what I'm saying? It started with Abraham, but I'm not going to go into why God wanted Abraham to do it. But I'm just talking of reality here. The reality is, in hospitals and the like, they say cutting is better. Well, what I'll do is I'm going to explain this better in the next video. Of course. And you have to comment also. So, cut or not cut? That will be my next video. Cut or not cut? So don't forget, subscribe, like and share. Then you don't miss the next video. What do you think? Cut or not cut? Thanks for watching. I love you all.